Hey everyone, welcome to a live broadcast from the train room. I'm your host Jack Jack. Um, I'm not gonna be doing anything right now because, as you can see, I am still working on the video series, and I won't be doing any live broadcasts for a while until I get the video series done. The video series is gonna be quite a long one, and I'm just taking it in steps. The videos are not going to be long. I don't want to bore y'all, but they're going to be short, around about 7 to 8 minutes, so that you can read the subtitles, because there's going to be a lot of subtitles and there's going to be a lot of guiding instructions and things that I'm going to be putting in subtitles, so that I don't have to talk it out, but you can read it out. And most of everything will be self-explanatory. So I just want to come on and tell everyone thank you for watching the video. Thank you for the comments. I hope y'all get a good grasp of how car counts are done, even though it's in subtitles. But I hope y'all. Hey Alex, how you doing? I hope y'all get a vast grasp of what actually goes on, all the dynamics and what all you do between switching, because there's more to just switching in model railroad than you actually think. You know, there is the angle cocks, the uncoupling bar, the uncoupling knuckle bar, the locking of the tying down the car. Oh, you are? Cool. Where are you heading to? But majority of what's going to be going on in this series is going to be broken down in a little bit more detail. I can't explain everything that I do. Hey Ralph, thank you for the comment. Uh, I can't explain a lot of stuff, but what I can do is put it in subtitles, and through the series explain what I'm doing. So it's going, like I said, it's going to be a long series, and it's going to take some time doing this series. I'm not going to do the industrial, excuse me, sorry. I'm not going to do the industrial park. It's just going to be something simple in the inside companies, the Bruce Co-op, Ralph Chemicals, Ajax, Ron's, and Stewart's Distribution. That will give me enough switching to get everybody where they want to be and learning all this stuff. As I speak right now, I'm in there doing part 2. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, okay. Yeah, you better get here early so you won't be stuck in that traffic. Trust me, there's gonna be traffic. Best time to leave is like now. So by the time you get here after midnight, there won't be any traffic. But it's gonna be a nightmare out there tomorrow. But the main thing that I'm trying to do in this series is not do it, have more time for y'all to actually see in detail what I'm doing without doing it live, because I can't do a lot of stuff when I'm live. I get distracted with conversations and everything, and I try not to look at the conversations, but I get dragged into them, so I try to be a part of the conversations. So what I did, I don't know what I decided to do is just go ahead and make a video, a detailed video of everything. Um, if let's go in here to the board, I think I need to go ahead and explain this. Go under the tree. Go in here. All right. This is the switch list. Okay. There are two switch lists. Let's see if I can bring it up. The one on the left is the original switch list. And then the original one on the right is the detail switch list, which means when I go to the companies, go to each company, the company is going to decide where they want their rail cars. And that's the reason why I made two switch lists, so that when I take the cars around there, the formula of the company or whoever's in charge of the switch list will give me what they want. For example, over here, we got on spot right now, we got NOPB Boxcar 7134. This is at Ron's Logistics. It's in spot one, track 1008-24. 24 is a spot. Okay. Over here, when we go over there, the foreman is going to say, I want NOPB 7100 in spot 24. Even though that's already on our original switch list, but he wants to confirm that, which is fine. So we got that one out of the way. When we go to AJ Cement, pretty much the same thing. We got two cars. We got Western Pacific and a Union Pacific, 11301 and 11230 at 1008B. Now 1008B is 1008, but there's a, I can go in there and explain that in a second. 1000B is another track on 1008. Instead of having, and this where we had, this is how they had it at where I used to work at. Let's take this out for a second so I can explain it. Instead of putting A and B, they decided to cancel out the A and just say 1008 and then B, 1008B. So if we put A and B within where's the main, that would be having another track, if that makes sense to all of y'all. Matter of fact, let's see if I can set this down and then blow it up so that y'all can see what I'm talking about. Because this camera is moving too much and I don't want to get in y'all way. So, whoop, almost fell over the weights. That's pretty much what that is. The railroad designs tracks to where they eliminate, hey Pedro, they eliminate the A and B and you just put B in the main track. So let's go in here real quick and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because 1009 is the same way. Let's move this building out of the way real quick. Let me set up this camera. I'm sorry guys for the movement. All right. Okay. All right. So we have 1008 right here. Okay, cool. I'll be looking for you. We have 1008. And then Ron's Logistic is the main line until we got the switch here. So this is 1008, and anything that goes away is B. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. This is the regular track, and then there's B. We took out the A and just made 1008 and then 1008B. So we're going to set that back over there. Let's go over here to track 1009. This is 1009, okay? This is the control track. This is the main for 1009. We have a spot card right there. Hey, Ron. We have 1009. And this is spot 25. This is spot 26. We have a car in spot 26, Missouri Pacific car. So when we go back to the board, we'll explain that in detail. Over here, just like before, I hope you had a good day, Ron. Hope everybody had a good day. Sorry, trying to explain everything. Over here is 1009. So what is this track called? If this is 1009, then what is this called? 1009B. So make sure everybody don't get confused when when I do the series over here, when I start doing the switching. So always remember, now you may encounter some tracks, just like on my old switch list that I used to work at. They will have a A and a B and a C, and then they will have the main to that line. Say for example, let's go over here to the rip track. Let's go to the rip track. Now I'm not going to touch anything because I'm still doing the video up there. So y'all probably get an understanding of how everything is going over here. Say for example, this is 1010. Well, 1010 is down there. Ralph's Chemical is 1010, okay? This track is 1010. This would be 1010A, and then this would be 1010B if this was a complete main, if that makes any sense. Sometimes they address the tracks according to how the main is. If I turn it around the other way, let's say for example, this is the main. This is 1000, okay? If they wanted to, they could say 100A and 100B. But since these two tracks are dead ends and these are spurs, a rip track and two rip tracks. So let's just say they two rip tracks, two spurs. They can address these rail tracks any way they want to. Say if this is 1000, then this would be 1001 and then 1002, depending on what actually the rail number is, the track number is. It could be 999, this could be 998, and this could be 1000, you know. So they design each track by a certain number or code. And sometimes they base it. I shouldn't say that because that wouldn't be true. But I don't know. So I'm not going to even go that far on that. But always remember on my layout, any destination track spur that's done a spot and drop, it has two extra tracks coming off of it. It would always be B. It would never say A. This would be like, if that's 110, this would be track 111, and then this would be 111B. Okay, So I just want to clear that up and make sure everybody got that. Everybody understand that? Everybody got that? Because now we're going to go back to the switch list and go over it again. Okay. All right. Sorry for all the motion. Now, let's blow this up so y'all can see everything. I got stuff everywhere. All right. As you can see, there are two switch lists. Let me bring this in a little bit. All right. The detail switch list, this is on your right, not on the left, but on your right is the switch list the foreman is going to give me. We already did Ron's Logistics. We already did, well, we'll go to Ajax Cement. That SSW 77907 and 1008 spot 22 and 77907 1000 I'm sorry 10166 1008-23. I forgot to put the B in there. That's supposed to be 1008B on those two. Okay, cool, Alex. I can't wait to see it. There's those two. Ajax Cement is just going to be a regular pull and spot. We're going to pull 2 cars and we're going to spot back 2 cars. So that ain't going to be no biggie. Okay, Stewart Distribution. This is where it gets interesting. All right. Texas Pacific 9050 is going to go to 25. That's coming out of the yard over there at the RIP track. It's a loaded car. The M35121, they want us to set it back. So we're going to set that car back. So that's 1009. That's in spot 26. We're going to set that car back. They're not ready for us to pull that car. So they're not done unloading it. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag that car out to the main and set it out to the main for the time being, because we got to go to Bruce Co-op and do the rest. Okay. When we do that, we're going to go back in and go to Bruce Co-op. Same as the situation over there at Bruce Co-op. If you can see over there to the right, we have two both of those cars are going to be move cars. CNW 10068. That's in spot. That's going to spot. Well, let's go over to the other side first, because I didn't explain that. TDLX 7089 1009 is in spot 27. It's loaded. It's going to be our pull car. We're going to pull that car and set it out and send it to No, I don't, but I'm going to be doing that in subtitles. Everything, if you watch the video that I posted earlier, well, actually, I haven't even got that far yet, because I'm still doing the blocking for the train. But I will make sure in that video that everything is going to be detailed in the subtitles. Everything is going to be detailed in the subtitles. As Jacqueline already saw. All right, Ralph, thank you for coming. Where was I? TDLX, we're going to pull. CNW, Chicago Northwestern, that's over there in the yard. We're bringing that around. Actually, no. That's these two cars. I'm sorry, this is the old switch list. These are the two cars that's spotted. Spot 27 is a loaded car, so it's going to the yard. the CNW that's over there in spot 28 is empty. What we're going to do, we're going to move that car. We're going to move that car over to 27. Then the MKT that's coming from the yard, we're going to spot that where the 28 was. If you see right there. See, everything, see, this switch list is a little confusing until you actually go and until I start showing y'all how I do the switching. So always remember, when you do a detailed switch list, you don't get confused and you don't make a mistake. That's the number one thing you got to make sure. And I did when I made the switch list, because I wrote down the wrong number, 9050. I wrote down twice because there's a rail card that has almost the same exact number. So always take your time when you're doing a detailed switch list, because you can easily mess it up. So we have those two moves over there. Then Ralph Chemicals is our last stop. Both of those cars are coming out of the Rip Track yard over there that we're doing the switching, and we're just going to pull those cars there. And then down in the bottom, there is some comments. And the same thing I was explaining. Texas Pacific car 508 set to stage 1009. TACX 60655 set to stage 109, which is this car right here that we taken around. Those two cars are coming out of the yard, and we're going to be sending them to stage. And then it says right here in comments up here, set Missouri Pacific 716023 to 1009. We're going to set that car back. That was the car that we're going to set back, which is up here. That car right there, M352, well, no. That's M716023 is a car we bringing from the yard. It's going to be staged over there in 1009. So we got three cars that we're going to, that we're not going to be spotting. We're going to put them in the staging area on the lead. So, yeah, this can get complicated when you're doing a detailed switch list. So, it's not easy. It can be very complicated, especially when you're doing the switching. Number one thing I'm trying to teach y'all here is how not to mess up when you do a detailed switch list when you go around. Because everybody is so used to just having one switch list, and that's that switch list over there. But when you do a detailed switch list, when you're changing the format, when you go to a company, the company is going to have you change something. They might not do it all the time, but I guarantee you, one or two companies are going to say, I need this car here and I need that car over there. So that happens a lot. And trust me, it will. And just play with it for a while. That's the reason why I asked a lot of y'all to make a video and make two switch lists, so that when you go over there, you can see how it actually works. Because it's not easy doing a detailed switch list from original switch list. So if all of y'all have an opportunity, give it a try, but take your time. Get your road numbers correctly and make sure that all the numbers don't match. Like I had that TP 9050, and I had it down there, over there where is it? I had it somewhere. Oh yeah, TOPG. I had it down there by mistake. So it's very, very, very important to try to do a detailed switch list and see if you like it, see if you can do it. but make sure you take your time with it. So that's pretty much I wanted to go over. I wanted to try to go over this switch list in detail so that when I do the video, a lot of y'all wouldn't get lost or confused, because there is going to be quite some movements and setbacks, and I just wanted to make sure y'all can understand. Do anybody have questions about anything involving a detailed switch list? Anybody? The floor is open for anybody. Is anybody confused about anything? No one have any questions? All right. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. You always put the road number. So you got the road number for each rail car right here. Then you have the track. And then you have it either loaded or empty. What I'm missing in here is the from and to, because I made this as simple as possible, because I have a detailed switch list over here that's going to explain where everything is going. You know, it's supposed to be I can't do that. Hold on. It would say over here, it would say road number. Yeah. Road number. It'll say track from. And then it'll say to. And then down here it'll have road number. And then it'll have road number. And then over here it will say L or E, which means if it's loaded or empty. Let me squeeze this in. So say road number from to, and this is where it'll say track from, track to, and then loaded or empty, and then all the way in the far right it'll say comments. And you always want to put something in the comments. Dispatch will mostly do all of that. They will always write something in the comments giving special instructions on what to and what not to do. Because they call, either they'll get an email from the company explaining what they want y'all, the engineer and the conductor to do, or they will just write it in the comments at the very last minute before you even get the switch list. So yeah, it varies, and with the technology of emails, and it makes it a little bit more simpler and a little bit more faster. But always remember, switching orders have to be done 48 hours. What they say, 72 to 48 hours before departure, or advance before departure. So actually, ours is done within a week advance. Let me put this down for a second. So, here, say for instance, we get the train on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. We get our switch lists on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. After we get, this is, say for instance, today is the 4th. Tomorrow will be the 5th of April. We already made our order. Well, corporate already made our order in advance for next week. Because if they came Sunday with 4 cars, actually they came with they came with 3 cars. No, someone said, no, they came with 4 cars. They came with 4 cars. Okay, last Sunday they came with 4 cars. Well, then that Monday, depending on how many, what our production look like, they do how our production goes. Corporate will order in advance another. This is on Monday. On Monday, they will order 2 more cars. Okay? They're going to order 2 more cars on that Monday. When they get the order, we won't get those cars till probably Sunday. We'll get them Sunday. So that's 5th. Friday is the 6th. Sunday is the 7th. And then on the 7th, we'll get those cars. Hopefully, I hope. I'm not going to make that guarantee. So on a Monday, they put the order in for 2 cars. So that Sunday, we will get those cars. Okay? On that Sunday, they will pull at least 3 to 4 cars. Is it the 8th? I don't know. What's today? Today is the 4th. Friday is the 5th. Saturday is the 6th. Sunday is the 7th. I told you wrong. Sunday is the 7th. Sorry, I had it up there. Sunday is the 7th. So on the 7th, they will pull 3 to 4 cars and then bring us 2 cars. Okay? So, let's see. Then that following Monday, then we start the process again that Monday. They'll make the order on a Monday. We'll get the order cars either on a Thursday or a Sunday, depending on train traffic. Okay, if the train traffic is heavy, we'll get them on that Sunday. But if the train traffic is light and they can get us to us on time, we'll more likely get them that Thursday. But this is in a week advance, guys. This is a week advance train order. Always remember, it's in advance. So we're always 1 week ahead of our schedule, or production schedule, because we got to stay ahead of the curve. If anything happens out on the rail, at least we have at least 11 cars at the plant. If we got 11 cars at the plant, we're good. So if anything happened, we can get 6 cars full of resin, and 1 track we can get 4 cars, and then we'll have 1 car that we can't reach. So that's how that goes. So that's how pretty much orders are done. They always done in a week advance, depending on volume of production. And sometimes we won't even order any cars at all. Just for the simple fact, we probably have about 15 cars, and we only pulled 2 cars of resin out. So we'll cancel that order, or we won't make any orders for those rail cars. But I always remember most of our rail car orders are 1 week in advance. I think I told y'all that before. So that's what's happening. And this is pretty much how this is happening right now. This is our original switch list. This is our other detailed switch list when we go around there. But on the next cycle, we've already put in the order for the next we've already put in an order for the next cycle, the next following day. So always remember, your orders are always done almost in a week advance. And if you wait till the last minute and you don't get your orders in, you screwed, dude. You are screwed. But yeah. So I hope that I was able to clear up a lot of stuff with the switching in advance, because when I start doing the video for the companies, I'm just going to be doing it in subtitles, and there's going to be a lot of stuff in subtitles. And if you've seen the video already, most of the subtitles are car counts, and some of it is about the angle cocks, closing the angle cock, opening the angle cock, untying the brakes, all the little details that goes into switching. The only thing I didn't put in the other video, this video, first video, is I didn't do the uncoupling with the lever bar, the knuckle bar, where you lift the knuckle bar to uncouple. I didn't put it in this past video, but in the next video, it will be in there, okay? So I'm going to be doing that as well. So there's a lot of detailed stuff going on in these videos, in this series. And I hope y'all enjoy it. Take as much information as you can and learn from it. So that's pretty much it. Always remember, detailed switch lists aren't easy to make. They're a little bit difficult. It's a little bit more challenging, but I'm sure a lot of you will enjoy it. Just take your time with it and try it. So is anybody going to do a detailed switch list video? Jennifer, how you doing, sweetie? I didn't actually see you in the room. I'm sorry. You doing all right, baby girl? But I wish everybody would just do this. Get a sheet of paper. Get a sheet of paper and make out original switch lists, and then make out a detailed switch list. And then make sure, if you can, to try to switch that, switch out that order, that the switch list. Just take 2 companies at first. Just do 2 companies at a time, and then the more you get the hang of the detailing, add companies to it, and then add a little bit more companies, because everybody, I'm sure, has over 15 companies on their layout, correct? Everybody got around 15 companies, because I got what? Bruce, Ajax, Ralph, Ron's, Diane, that's 5. And then Roy, Joe, Jackson, Mariani, Crestline, and the gas T-pole. I have 11 spot and drops on mine, and all those spot and drops add up to 30 cars. So that's 30 cars on a switch list that I have to do, and then a detail switch list. So that's a lot of switching. That's a lot of switching. So depending on your size of your layout, that would vary. So Ron, Ralph, and Randy, and BN, how many spot and drops do you have on your layout? Spot and drops do y'all have on your layout? Can you give me a good total? Anybody? And everybody went deaf and lost. And Jennifer? Hey, you got 2 so far. Just 2 spot and drops? Just 2? Or is everybody actually counting how many they have on their layout? Ah, oh, okay. So your layout pretty much going to be a scenic run, correct? Not a lot of switching? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So you just trying to get the basics and the concepts of yard work, switching in the yard. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, cool. Thank you. I try my best. But I mean, that's what I'm here for. A lot of people didn't understand the concept of yard switching until I guess everybody started watching my videos. And take it from me, it's a challenge. Doing the real thing, that's where the challenge began. But this is somewhat a piece of cake if you can just get your detailed switch list down. That's where the challenge is. But yeah. Yeah, it is fun. Switching is fun, but like I said, switching can be a challenge. It will test. It will test you. Trust me, it will test you. But it's not easy. But let's go back to the train room. I'm gonna show y'all something in advance on what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm not that good. I'm good, but I'm not that good. Okay, now I think I'm about to lose my voice because I've been talking a lot. Um, we're not doing it in the yard. I'm not doing the switching in the yard mainly because I don't want to do a lot of long drags and all that, because that's time consuming on the car count and doing that in the subtitles. That's why I choose this rip track, the rip track area, to do the switching. Train came, dropped the train off after they switched it and put it over here. All I did was a start up on the main, and then I came over here and start switching. In the second series, which I've been working on, as you can see, I'm already beginning to do the blocking of the train. Now, my question to all of you, and I need to know this, what do y'all want to see in this series? Whatever you want to know, whatever I need to know, y'all need to tell me so I can make it easier for y'all to understand, and I'm gonna write it down so I can incorporate it into the video. So what do y'all want to see, so that even if it's something that's confusing or something you need to know, what is it, so that I can incorporate it into the video so that you can get a good understanding. It could be well, I'm doing everything that I can, man. Bruce came to me and asked me a few things, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to incorporate it into the video. If y'all got a good understanding of how switching is done, it's great. But now I'm finna go a little bit more detail. You're welcome. And I'm gonna start using, start doing the uncoupling with the level bar, lifting the pin. We're gonna do the stretching. We're gonna do the pin up. I'll explain about the pin didn't fall. If the pin didn't fall, can anybody tell me, if the pin didn't fall, what does that mean? If the pin didn't fall, what does that mean? Anybody? There you go. If the pin didn't fall, then the knuckle arm did not, the knuckle plate on the front didn't lock in, so the cars didn't make a join. So when you make a join, you always want to make a hard join, so that when they crash together, or a slight crash, that pin falls. The pin will fall. And sometimes when I do car counts or hand signals, I would do this. I would do this to the conductor. I would do this to let them know the pin is still up. And then I would say brake. Brake, that means for him to drag and separate. And then I would say clap my hands. We had our own kind of sort of hand signals. We had our own little hand signals. This would mean pin it up. I would tell him to pin it up with a clap. So he will come, shove the car, and put the cars together. And when he put the cars together, if the pin fell, I would do this. The pin fell. So that's a certain way that I communicated with hand. That's how I communicated with him with the hands, and let him know that, you know, it fell. It didn't fall. It falls. Pin it up. Pin it up. Break away. Stuff like that. We had our own little hand signals. And then if I was doing a join, and if he was like there to see it, I would slowly bring my hands together to let him know that the join, this is how far the join is. And if I put my hands together, then the join is good. And then I will say pin fail. Pin fail. So that's how we communicated, you know, to the conductor on the engine. You know, you have your own way of communicating, you know. So, but down here, I have to figure out a way to explain myself to y'all, so that y'all know that the joint is good and stuff like that. That's why I do a stretch or a pin up or something in the subtitles. Okay. So anybody have anything they want me to besides Tom. Tom, right? It is Tom. Bro, it's Tom, right? Um, Anybody else have any questions or anything y'all want me to put in the video? Jennifer, do not say nothing crazy and ridiculous. Go ahead. Oh, okay. I just got a feeling she's finna come up with something. I can't believe she can even say anything. That's a first. So I'm gonna get in here and finish editing part 2, and cause this is part 2. What I'm doing right now, I'm editing, and then when I get done editing it, I will start recording again and getting part 3 done. Cause all this part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4, maybe part 5 would be all about blocking the train over here, switching out and blocking the train. And then part 6, part 7, part 8, and part 9, if it goes that far, will be about spotting the companies over here. So that's pretty much it on that. So let me get back to doing part 2. I hope me explaining the switch list was helpful. Thank y'all all for the comments y'all left on the first video, and if you haven't left any comments, please do if you want to. I don't mind. Get ready for part 2. Hopefully part 2 will be up. I'm trying to push for as soon as possible when I get done editing, so it takes about an hour for it to upload. That's the reason why I'm making the videos around 7 to 8 minutes, because it only takes 45 minutes to an hour to upload. So that's going to be a plus. So when y'all wake up in the morning, part 2 will probably be up. I'm praying. I'm finna get off of here and get in there and start getting to work on it. So once again, thank you all for watching. I hope y'all get something out of this. And I hope to see what y'all have learned. You do it on your layout. Editing is not fun. Editing is not fun at all, man. So Tom, Pedro, thank you. Ron, Ralph, Bruce, Jennifer, Crazy Butt, thank you all again for coming. Let me get in here and get to work, and I hope y'all enjoy this series. So stay tuned. Until then, I will see y'all later. Bye.